Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to one of the greatest tournaments ever held in the Otaku's Lounge. My name is your announcer, Herb.
And I guess I'm your other announcer, Lens.
In case you couldn't tell, we're discussing a martial arts anime this week.
Yes, we are.
One of the greatest martial arts animes.
Yo, a classic. Back from the past.
Samurai Jack.
No.
Nah, I know. Sorry, I couldn't help it, man. It was in the line.
Baki.
Baki the Grappler.
Yes, we're talking about Baki this week. Thanks to Netflix bringing back Baki. It's not a reboot, it's a continuation.
Which is super dope.
From the old story.
It's been years, man. It's been years.
I think Baki first came out on anime. They got an OVA in 1994.
Yep.
And then the official series came out in 2001. So a solid, 18 years.
It's been forever. It's been forever. It's just...
Yeah.
But it's so good.
Yeah, it's so good. So, Baki, story about...
Well, first I want to point out to the audience at home that you can actually just watch the new Baki straight up, even if you've never heard of it.
That's true.
They make it a very good point to... Hey, here's you meet a character, and they'll give you, a quick, to be who they are, what their fighting style is.
Why do we care?
Why do we care?
Yeah.
And that's honestly... most of the reason we care is because most of the people in the show are from the underground tournament.
Yep.
That's pretty much most of the reason.
There you go. So the story is about 17-year-old Baki Hanma.
Mm-hmm. Sure he is.
He doesn't look 17.
Not with that body.
No. Well, he didn't look 13 when he was 13 either, so...
The man looked like he was 18 when he was 13.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous.
Man.
And just his quest to become the strongest, the best, the champion. Well, he already is a champion, but
Was that his quest? I think he just wanted to be stronger than his dad.
He does want to be stronger than his dad.
Nah.
But his dad's the strongest, so therefore,
True.
His quest is to be the strongest.
He just wants to beat the shit out of his dad. You ever have a really bad anime dad that you were man, if I was in that anime and he was my dad, I'd kick the shit out of him.
There you go.
That
honestly, that's pretty much the story. Shit anime dad with a son with a heart of gold and wants to kick the shit out of that shit anime dad,
who's known as, quote, the strongest creature on the planet, end quote. Yeah,
not man, creature, and they make that a point because he defeats other creatures.
Didn't he defeat this giant, almost near extinct gorilla with his bare hands? Shit like that?
It's called the Yashizaru ape.
Yeah.
And it's basically...
It's like Bigfoot.
It's Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beat up Bigfoot. He killed 2 Bigfoots. Big feet.
He killed an entire family of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Minus the child?
Not the child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is important because we do meet the child later.
Word. He also, I think, probably killed a polar bear.
I know he definitely killed a polar bear.
Killed a polar bear. Did he
lions and tigers and bears? Oh my!
Did he fight a shark?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. He probably face a whole school of shark.
Yeah, with his hands tied behind his back, just his feet. You know,
So that's pretty much what we're dealing up against here.
Yeah, and mind you, everything we're saying right now is nothing with the new anime. This is all background from the old anime.
Exactly. So if you didn't watch the old one, we'll give you a quick rundown of what happens, just so you're prepared for the new series. If you don't want to listen on to into this, skip forward ahead. I don't know what the time signature will be, but good luck.
It's just showing me maybe if anything a couple minutes ahead.
Yeah. So we start off with this 13-year-old kid, Baki Hanma. First thing he does when he opens up the anime, he fights 100 people, 100 delinquents, and he knocks out 37 of them. It's not bad.
It's not bad for your first attempt.
Yeah, right? He's just, hey, you know what? I'm strong. I'm going to fuck up a whole bunch of people. 1v100, 37 knockouts. Would have been more, I think, but the cops broke it up.
Yeah.
And
cops breaking up all those fights.
So we learn more about him and kind of why he's fighting and why he's like trying to get stronger.
Has a hot mom.
He has a super hot mom, but the worst fucking mom ever. Yeah, like just the worst.
Doesn't she want him
to
beat Yujiro just to be able to like spit in Yujiro's face or something?
No. So here's it's very deranged. Here's the story. Okay. Now Baki's mom wants Baki to be strong enough to face Yujiro because Yujiro wanted someone, like he wanted his seed to be powerful. And when he met Baki's mom, he was like, he will bear me a child and his name will be Baki and he will be great. Right? And she just wants a powerful offspring. Yujiro doesn't think that Baki's all that strong. Yeah. And because he left him in the care of Baki's mom, I forgot her name, honestly.
Doesn't matter.
Because he left her in her care, he sees her actions as a failure. It's like, oh, Baki's not strong. He's like weak, and you gave me a weak son, and all this. All Baki's mom wants is Yujiro's love, right? And she'll do anything for him. So when he said, hey, make Baki strong and make sure he's like powerful and all that shit, that's what she tried to do. She supported him, gave him like the best training, like just like
the best that money could buy.
The best that money could buy. And it paid off. Like, I mean, this kid is strong. This kid is strong as fuck. He
favors a grappler style, right? Hence the name.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing. He doesn't ever actually learn martial arts. It's weird.
Not in the beginning.
His dad trained him, right?
Yeah.
His dad trained him and just like gave him like, you know, basic techniques, I guess. Yeah. But after that, it was just all about strength, and then he kind of just learned on the fly. Like he, like you never see him sitting down and practicing a technique because he can just execute technique perfectly.
That's because of his dad's blood.
Yeah, that's his dad's blood.
The ogre.
The ogre. So he fights and fights. Like when he was 13, I think he went head to head with the world kickboxing champ.
Yeah. Beat him, if I remember correctly.
He lost the first time.
I mean, eventually.
Oh, bro, like it was like no contest after that. Like, so essentially he lost, and then when he went back to the gym, I think something was gonna happen. I think he was gonna the boxer was gonna quit. Something happened, but essentially he said, "Oh, sorry." He said, Baki said kickboxing isn't a martial art.
Insulted him. Yeah.
And then and not to like put disrespect onto kickboxing. He was just like, you don't understand. Like, you're doing all this stuff, and like, sure it is. You're strong and you're powerful, but like, and then like I think what happened is that somebody was talking. He was talking shit. So some kickboxer was like, move aside, kid. I'm gonna show you what's done. Right? He went to the puncher bag and like punched it, like fucking knocked it to the ceiling. And then when Baki went up to it, he was just like, see, like, you guys are doing it all wrong. You're powerful and whatnot. And then he went to kick the bag, and instead of the bag flying, he sliced the bag with his foot. He was like, it's just not a martial art. You're wrong. Get your garbage techniques out of here.
It's a sport,
not a martial art. So yeah, he's brawling.
Which they do make that distinction a lot in this anime.
They do.
Like, boxing isn't like, as you know, boxing, kickboxing. They consider those as sports. That's merely for entertainment. A martial art is, in its purest sense, meant to eliminate your opponent.
Yeah.
So it could either be for defense, it could be for attack.
It's the art of combat.
Exactly. So unless you are able to like eliminate your opponent, it's not. Or if your style, I should say, doesn't have a technique or like something.
It's not designed for it.
Yeah, then it's not a martial art. Then it's a sport.
Exactly. So who else does he fight? He fights just mad people along the way. Eventually,
but none of them matter.
None of them matter. Because his dad comes through and says, all right, it's time to see if you're strong enough. And then he sees him. He's like, all right, you're not strong enough. Gives him a month to get stronger. And then they'll have their final battle.
Yep.
So, he goes off, trains for another month, gets a lot stronger, right?
Wasn't he training in the mountains?
He trains in the mountains. He goes
where he beats the ape.
That's way before the month deadline.
Oh yeah, right.
But like he fights like military people. He fights like legendary warriors. Like
didn't he fight that guy named Gaia?
Yeah, he fought Gaia.
So this guy named Gaia, first off, he's one. I love him. I love his character.
Yeah, he's great.
He is the master of the environment.
Yep.
And what that means for if you don't haven't seen the original, anything around him he can use as a weapon.
Yeah.
Anything. Even like sand. Yep. Works.
Water.
A blade of grass.
Yo. Just he can use anything in the area to body his opponent.
Yo, wasn't he attacking? This guy's so brolic that when Baki fought him, at one point he blinded Baki with like dirt to the eye or something like that, and then Baki's getting attacked and he feels himself because like, oh man, he has a knife, and he doesn't have his eyes open, so he doesn't tell. He's just like, oh man, he must have a knife on him, and you see guys like, nah, it's just a blade of grass in his fingers.
Yeah,
that his technique, he's cutting him with a blade of grass.
Yeah, he straight up turned a blade of grass into an actual blade.
It's just dumb.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
But I love it because he doesn't look dangerous. Did you meet him? He just looks like whatever.
That's because he's bipolar. Or sorry, he has
Is it bipolar or split personality?
He has a split personality.
Yeah.
I forgot the actual name of the disorder, so I'm not gonna go ahead and assume. I'm gonna go ahead and not assume because I don't have a degree.
We're not an expert. But he has multiple personalities, and most of the time it's just a really calm dude. Who's
it's just really nice. It's the medic.
Yeah, it's just the medic. He's a medic.
It's the group medic.
Yeah.
And then it's like okay, the other half of the time he's like one of the most dangerous warriors in the world.
Yeah, but I feel like it's not like the warrior side of him doesn't come out like randomly. Like it's coordinated. Like he knows.
No, he can control it.
Yeah, he knows that he has split personalities and that. They can communicate with each other. His split personality.
They can. They are completely in sync.
Yeah. So like he'll be the medic for most of the time, just his regular day. But then someone tries to step up on him, and it's just like, you're dead.
You're dead. It's over. You're facing Gaia.
My wa mo shinneru. Nani?
So he fights and beats Gaia, and yeah. So he thinks he's ready. He goes and fights his dad. His mom is there.
He gets bodied if I remember.
Bro. So before the fight, his mom's like. Well, his mom was with his dad. Mm-hmm. Just looking at him, admiring the...
It's like, oh, the Adonis.
Right? And he says, I'm done with you if, I'm done with you because you failed. Right? Yeah. You didn't give me a strong child. And she's, heartbroken. And she's like, what if Baki beats you? And then he's like, he won't. It doesn't matter. You're thinking about the wrong things.
Yeah, it's like...
And she is heartbroken and hates Baki because Baki's not strong enough. This is how fucked up this is.
Yeah.
The mom loves his dad more than
the child,
her own child.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up because she when I say she hates Baki, she straight up curses Baki you're not strong enough. You're weak.
Garbage.
You're garbage. I hate you, bro.
Your family is weak and your bloodline is weak. Mom, that's you. Weak, I said.
Weak. It doesn't matter. So, during the fight, Baki's mom is standing, on
the side.
On the side.
Sidelines.
And Baki's getting fucked up. Absolutely, destroyed. And, she's
kind of enjoying it, I feel like.
She's enjoying it because it's Yujiro having fun. Mm-hmm. But she's upset because Baki's losing.
Yeah.
Which means she's going to lose Yujiro. Mm-hmm. And then at a certain point, Yujiro's like, hey, how about it? Let's cut out his heart and eat it. And then, maybe you can try again. And straight up, he was not fucking joking.
He was dead set. He was ready.
He was like, I'm gonna eat this heart of my child because he's weak. And at the last moment, Baki's mom decides to be a mom, and jumps in the way and
He's like, no,
just tries. She tries to fight Yujiro, but like
I really want to emphasize try.
Just it's not an attempt. It's barely an attempt.
It's more like tries to present a mild inconvenience, like that cellophane S from Superman 3, I believe. Where it just wrapped around Zod.
Yeah.
And then it just disappeared like 2 seconds after it wrapped around him. Just a mild inconvenience.
It's just but it was less than that. Less than a mild inconvenience.
Yeah.
So she attempts to save Baki. Fails miserably. Yujiro hugs her and like crushes her spine.
Mm-hmm. Dead.
Yeah, she's dead. Well, she dies holding Baki's head in her arms.
Yeah.
So mom dies and Baki's tight. And he's like, I'm gonna get stronger.
I'm gonna fuck you up, man.
I'm gonna fuck him up for you, Mom. Although you didn't love me until the end there. I'm gonna fuck him up for you. And then we move on to like the second part of Baki. Like that's how an arc ends.
Yeah. And then tournament arc.
Not yet. It's the Underground Arena arc.
That's a tournament.
Not yet.
Fuck, you're right. I'm over here excited.
You're excited. It's a good tournament. I know.
It's so fucking good.
I feel you. First he gets to the Underground Arena and becomes the champion. He's just like, give me your best fighters.
Yeah.
I'll fight like every day.
Yeah.
I think he has 300 wins, 0 losses.
Yeah.
He is the champion of the Underground Arena.
Undefeated.
So he has like the guy, I forgot his name. The Tokugawa. He owns the Underground Arena and sets up all the fights. And
yes, he is a descendant from the actual Ieyasu Tokugawa.
Yep. And the whole idea is that the Underground Arena is where the world's best fighters go. Like this is beyond like UFC, WBC, like anything.
They can't televise this.
They can't televise this. This is like, all right, you're a world champ. That's nice and all, but are you actually a good fighter? This is where you find out. And it's a good run for Baki. He just fucks up people for the rest of the season, and then tournament arc.
And then the actual tournament arc, the maximum tournament. Yo, it may as well be Broly Power Maximum, but everyone is so jacked in this tournament. They have, oh my god, everyone's sculpted.
It's a good lineup. You have like world champions in judo and like kickboxing.
You have this one man, not Yanagi, Shibukawa.
Goki?
I think so. Yeah, he's his own martial art that he can throw you from anything.
Yeah, he's the ultimate judo thrower. Like
it doesn't matter. You can't beat him with brute force.
Like no matter what you do, like you touch him, you're getting flipped. Something's getting dislocated.
It's not. He does it with his neck sometimes too.
Yeah, he'll flip you with whatever he has.
It's just dumb. And he's small. He's not actually jacked. He's actually small.
He's not a big guy.
He's slender. He reminds me of what do you call it? Oh my god, from Mr. Strongest Disciple. The judo
Akisame?
Akisame. He reminds me of Akisame because he was the slimmest out of all of them, but he was also just as brolic.
As brolic.
So, and that's literally what he is. He's just an old man. Older. Not old. Older. Yeah, he's an older man.
I'd say he's in his 40s.
He's in his 40s. He's got some gray hair already.
Yeah.
But, like, man, will he fuck you up. And he's up until the tournament, he's only lost to Yujiro.
No, he lost to Yanagi.
Sorry, yeah. So he had 2 losses before the tournament.
Yeah.
2 losses, and that was it. This guy named Yanagi, which you'll meet in the new Baki, and Yujiro. But that's because Yujiro's not fair.
Yujiro, all right.
He's not fair.
Here's the thing. If you fight against Yujiro and lose, it can't be counted against you because he's not fair. Yujiro has never lost. So basically, it's everyone in the world.
Yujiro fought an army.
Loss. I mean, he could body a nation.
Didn't he body literally I forgot what country, but some country's army by himself?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Well, they definitely said that if a country were to attack him, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah. So, but I feel like he has. I feel like this man could rip apart tanks with his bare hands.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, just
The only reason like he ever is in a plane is because he's
it's faster
lazy.
than running. Yeah.
It's faster than running.
Yeah, like he could run across the ocean. Or swim across the ocean.
He could do it.
But like he's just like I don't
need to. I'm already brolic.
Yeah, like it's just I don't need this training. Let's just go. Man watches TV while doing splits on 2 footrests.
He's ridiculous. He's absolutely ridiculous.
His back muscles look like that of a demon.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like his back muscles turn into the face of a demon, and it's what gives him power.
Actually, ogre. Yeah, and that's why he's so strong. And I'm like, that's so dumb, but it's so cool. But it's so dumb.
Oh man, so
yeah, we have like Shibukawa. We have my man Doppo Orochi, who's like the greatest karate master ever.
Man, it's so brolic.
He's the karate version of Sagat.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's literally it. Man fought tigers.
He has the greatest karate chop I've ever seen.
Man can chop. I'm trying to think of something in real life that we have that I know he could chop based on what he's chopped on the show.
I mean, what can't he at this point?
Fair. Fair.
If you have a titanium bat, he'll chop it in half. Clean.
Like,
not blunted.
No, clean.
It won't crack.
It'll clean slice. Cut and it just fall off. Like, oh my god, it's nuts. It's nuts. But that's him, and he only has one eye. And he still does all this shit. So that's him. He also has that technique that is also one of my favorites. It's like, oh, I don't need to block because if I flex all my muscles at once, it counts as a block.
Well, his rotation defense is...
No, that's another technique.
That's another technique.
Yeah.
Oh, so he just does the flex, like, he gives himself super armor.
Yes. Like, literally, he fought... It was during that tournament, actually, I'm pretty sure. He fought Yujiro, I think, and Yujiro went to hit him, but Doppo just, like, flexed everything, and it was like it was like a block, and I was like, excuse me?
It was right before the tournament. It was towards the end of the first season of Baki.
Yeah, and that's what happened. I was just like, what? And now he went for the rotation defense.
Yeah, if you ever know, if you ever play fighting games and you know about super armor, if you don't, it's essentially where you attack, but you have so much strength behind your attack, you can take a hit. You can take a hit and just continue with your movement. You won't care what hits you. So that's essentially the concept. He gives himself super armor by flexing all at once.
Dumb. So we had him. We had, I forget the name of these two, but they're brothers and they're both doctors. And they can. One of them, his technique is to pull nerve endings out and like arteries and shit.
Oh, I do know who you're talking about.
I forget his name, but that's literally one thing that he can do. And I was just like, that's dumb. Like, my man literally just reached into... Because he fought Baki, and he reached into Baki's throat and, like, was just playing with his carotid artery. Just like, hey, look, I could just snap this and kill you right fucking now. I'm like,
yeah, it was really messed up.
But yeah, we have mad heavy hitters in the show, in that tournament. And that's where the old tournament, the old anime ends. It's right after that tournament. And Baki's a champion, obviously. Fought his half-brother for the championship.
He did. Jack
Hanma.
Mm-hmm. We didn't even know about Jack. Jack came out of nowhere.
And he just is like, oh man, this is Jack. What's your last name? Hanma. Wait. Like, Yujiro Hanma, yeah, we're half-brothers. But I'm like twice your size. So I'm gonna fuck you up.
That was great.
It was great. But now, on to the main course of the show.
The new series.
The new one, and which, my god. First, I want to get this out of the way. Netflix, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Only releasing half your season on your own platform when it's your show and calling it season 1. I don't know what the fuck you're thinking about. Like,
yeah, like if you don't know, there are 26 episodes of Baki. 13 are on Netflix. The other 13, good luck.
You gotta find it on the internet because
good luck.
Netflix already made the entire 26 episode season.
It's all out. We've watched it. It's great.
But for some reason, Netflix is like, we're just gonna put the first half, the first 13, and call it season 1. Mind you, the episode doesn't end in like a season ending.
Oh, no,
it's literally
it's not a season.
I'm gonna stop the anime right here.
Yeah, it's weird. Like,
that makes no sense. And I swear to God, if they called the second half season 2, oh my god,
bullshit.
It's all season 1.
It's all season But yes. So the first 13 episodes, I'm not gonna tell you everything that happens, but
we can tell them the setup.
Yeah. So 5 death row inmates
from points of the world,
completely different prisons.
One's from
different
Russia, one's in
countries.
Japan, one's from the U.S., one's in
another
Europe,
one's in the US.
2 in the U.S. and one's in Europe.
One of them in the U.S. is
underwater. Yeah, underwater. He's like 500 meters below 200 meters below sea level in a submarine, maximum security, and it's so dumb.
So that's what you're dealing with here. You got 5 death row inmates, and they all escape, and they head to Tokyo. They want to taste defeat.
Yeah.
These are people so brolic, so powerful. They've never lost. They are extremely dangerous.
Not all of them are martial artists.
Not all of them are martial artists. Some of them are.
Mm-hmm. Others are just, they're willing to do anything and everything to win. So
exactly. So they come to Japan and chaos ensues, pretty much.
Yeah.
What I do like about this season is
it's kind of the semi use of 3D animation.
Well, that I didn't mind it. But what I liked is the setup. It feels like a thriller,
Yeah.
Because in thriller movies, you'd never. It's a lot about figuring out the rules. Mm-hmm. So let's take A Quiet Place, for example.
Never saw it.
Damn. Well, there are monsters.
I get the idea that there are monsters, and they operate off of sonar, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. But you got to figure out the rules. Like what can you do, what can't you do, what constitutes enough sound, or what techniques have people come up with to deal with the situation. Yeah. That's kind of how thriller movies work. There's shit going down. We need to figure out why this is happening and how to deal with it. And it's kind of the same with these inmates. They're going up, they're fighting people, and they're killing them or bodying them or whatever they want to do, and just fucking them up.
They do what they want.
And you have to figure out how to deal with them. And you need to understand by what they mean. They say, I want to taste defeat. And I'm like, all right, cool, we'll fight, whatever. But, they'll go to, extra lengths. It's like, okay, you lost in a fist fight. You're on the ground. You're bleeding. All right, cool. That should be.
Hey, I have a gun.
Word. You look at them. It's like, okay, that's it. You should be done. You should be I won. Admit defeat. Yeah. Sorry, you didn't counter the fact that I had a gun. I didn't know we were bang bang. You brought fists to an everything fight. That's the problem.
An everything
fight.
That's why my man Dope doesn't care, because he's like, my fists are everything.
Exactly. Oh, what a beast.
I know, but getting ahead of ourselves.
A lot of people had trouble deciphering that. Figuring out, all right, what's the extent that these people will go to?
Yes.
Yes.
That is the answer.
Yeah, the answer is yes. And because of that, it's such a good feeling that you get from these characters who have no business being they get set up. They're just hey, here you go, new characters that you have to deal with. This is the season.
Here's the season.
There you go. And it was great.
It was great. It was super great. Actually, I really loved it. I actually didn't, like you said, I didn't mind the 3D animation just because it wasn't really done badly, and it wasn't that often. It was for certain points of the fights. Most of the fights were still in 2D.
Yeah.
But it's it's only certain parts that are this is gonna be hard to do in 2D. Let's do it in 3D. And
they really wanted to show acrobatics and movement around a certain point, that's when they'd switch to 3D.
But other than that, it was pretty much just 2D the whole time.
Yeah.
But I can't wait for the next season.
Oh,
because we have another tournament arc.
This is how Baki works. The first season is gonna be a string of fights. Mm-hmm. Between the separate people,
just randomly.
Most of the time, Baki.
Most of the time,
but just
other people.
a string of fights, and then the next season is a tournament, which is another string of fights, just more organized.
And whereas before there'll be like plot development and stuff in between the fights, this is a tournament, so it's just fight after fight.
It's fight after fight. Like, the plot development is happening in between the fights and during the fights.
So listen, man, everyone loves a good tournament arc.
Yeah, I think tournament arcs are the best of anime. It's where we get the best of everything.
I want to say the best of like action anime. Because because like if you have like a romance anime or a comedy, then like you're not expecting a tournament arc.
I mean, but if we get one though,
how would you put that in the romance?
Bro, it could work.
What? So am I supposed to have like a harem rom-com and then have a tournament arc with all the love interests to see who wins and becomes the main character's like spouse?
I bet you if Negima did it, you'd love it.
That's different.
Am I wrong though? All right then.
Listen. Negima has Jack Rockan. All right, that alone sets it apart from a lot of things.
I'm just saying, like it could work. Tournament arcs.
Would Jack Rockan participate in this tournament arc?
I mean,
would Evangeline participate?
Probably.
Yo, this is dumb. That's a broken tournament arc.
I mean, like, it's great. Like, I'm just saying, like, if you put it in the concept of a tournament, I think it just gives it extra points.
So how would comedy work? Just telling jokes, see who does funnier? See who can make the other laugh first?
I mean, I'd have to think about it. You gotta give me some time. But I'm pretty sure we could make it work.
Oh my God.
The problem is with comedy, you have to be extra smart.
Oh yeah, because
you have to be super clever.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, whatever. Give me like 3 great comedians and like a couple days.
Was Death Note a tournament arc because it was Light versus the world?
No, it wasn't. But that's why it wasn't as good as it could be.
God, I hate you. Death Note is a tournament arc. Oh my God.
I'm just saying, like, given some time, some research, and like proper thinking.
Yeah.
Take anything, put it in the frame of a tournament, and it'll be better than before.
Oh my God.
It will be better.
You know, I tell that to G Gundam. I love it. Don't get me wrong.
Great.
I love G Gundam. It's not one of the higher rated ones.
It's not.
At all.
It's not.
But the whole thing's a tournament arc.
And that's why you love it.
I love it because it's just giant robots fighting. Like, it's like
in a tournament.
Yeah. Shut up. It doesn't have to be in a tournament.
So, anyway,
back to Baki. I think that's most of what we wanted to say for the new Baki.
Yeah, I don't want to like spoil too much for if anybody hasn't seen it, but it's a treat. Fair warning, it is graphic.
Oh, super graphic.
It is graphic AF. Watch out.
Do not watch this with your parents.
Yeah, partial nudity, cursing, blood, gore.
Lots of blood and gore.
Yeah, this is definitely a rated R anime. Or M for mature.
M for manly.
I mean, it's pretty manly.
Oh my God! But yeah, I think that's it.
That's about it for me.
All right, so join us next time when we actually, once I guess Netflix releases the second half of the season,
we'll actually review this once everything is out and available to the public.
Yeah, and then we'll get to the grand finals of the Baki review.
Woo.
Grand finals.
Grand finals.
Yeah. So don't forget to check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, with our podcasts being, as I said, on YouTube, on Google Play, and Spotify,
Apple Music.
and Apple Music. Make sure to check out some of our old episodes. Make sure to check out our friends' episodes at thenerdybunch.com. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, recommendations, stuff you want us to talk about, or you just want to complain about our voices and tell us that we suck, go to info@thenerdybunch.com and let us know.
Please do. I hate this guy's voice, so I want some feedback on that.
Fucker. Listen, just because I go super exact and precise with my ratings doesn't mean you have to be upset about it. So, on that note, I'm Herb.
And I'm Lens.
And keep it nerdy.